I find it interesting, and I'm gonna say this in front of his coach, trainer, and I'm not putting nobody's names out there, but for a while, Jabril Noble, his name's been coming around certain circles, and people were offered to fight him, and a lot of fighters turned him down. But the thing is that the interesting part of this, to me, from a business standpoint, is we know that Torch is with RDR Promotion, on the A side. But his promoter had enough courage to say, I'm gonna pick up the phone and I'm gonna call Jabril Noble to fight his guy, a prospect, an undefeated prospect. Usually promoters that have an A-side fighter who they're trying to build up as a prospect, they're gonna call, a fighter who has more of a losing record, a fighter who may not be a power puncher, a fighter who will test their fighter, give them a little bit of work, but at the same time, the fans, everybody know, all right, the A-side's gonna win this. This is a fight right here. This is not a guaranteed win for Torch, Rashawn Evans. It's not a guaranteed win for Jabril either. These guys are gonna get in there and they're gonna bang this thing out. And I think even the person that's gonna lose this fight can still hold their head high because it's only one loss. And it's still early in the career, opposed to like what we're seeing with like an Errol Spence situation where he's got all the wins. He take his first loss and it might devastate him. I always say this, Mill, you know this. Some fighters get beat up in the ring and some fighters get beat down after taking those kind of shots from a power puncher. And I say that because you get beat up in the ring, but outside the ring, you get beat down psychologically, especially fighting a power puncher and you coming off your first loss. So these guys are doing it earlier on in their career. So even if the person loses tomorrow night, they can still hang their head high, spin the block. This might be a situation we might need a rematch. We don't know. Later on down the line. But I think fireworks is going to happen tomorrow night. And I think the first fighter who gets hit with a clean shot, the dog going to come out of him. And it's going to be a Philly fight, bro. It's going to be a big fight tomorrow. And somebody's has definitely got to go. But I just thought it was interesting that the promoter got his A-side fighter in there. He didn't go find a fighter who's 7-8. He went and found like the biggest dog, like on the block, with his big dog. That's a tough one. Says a lot about the promoter.